A mysterious voice echoes through the dimly lit chamber. Whoever can draw moonless blood can lift this curse. All these ancient grimoires and immortal secrets could be yours. The hooded figures bow and depart. Everyone, leave us now. Margaret, the servant, approaches Amy Blackwood cautiously. Miss Amy, this silver poison grants you immortal power, but also causes you excruciating burning pain every full moon. Only someone with moonless blood can neutralize this curse. She continues with a weary sigh. Alas, we have searched through hundreds of supernatural beings across London, but not even one person possesses this rare bloodline. Amy looks up from the ancient texts. Margaret, how many more prospects are scheduled today? There are 15 more, miss. Amy waves her hand dismissively. Forget it. There's no rush tonight. I need some air. I'm going out. Amy steps into the fog-shrouded Victorian streets, her hand pressed against her chest. She mutters to herself, leave no witnesses to my condition. The Shadow Council must never know my weakness. She looks up at the sky in alarm. Why is there a full moon tonight? It's too early. Oh no, the Bernie is starting. Amy stumbles forward, nearly collapsing outside an exclusive gentleman's club. A tall figure in a dark coat catches her. She looks up at him through pain-filled eyes. Who are you? A gentleman outside this club? Her voice turns bitter. Are you going to mock me too like the others? The cold alpha studies her with his gloved hand, his expression unreadable. Amy's eyes widen in shock. Why did my pain vanish the moment I touched him? She straightens, her voice stronger. I'll spare your life. Step back. Her hand touches her chest, feeling the absence of agony. My injuries are healing. He is the destined one I've been searching for all these years. Lord Damien Ashford stares at her with icy calculation. What if I refuse? Amy's eyes flash with desperate determination. Then you'll die here in this alley. Before he can react, Amy pulls him into the shadows and presses her lips to his in a forceful kiss. One of Damien's guards gasps from nearby. The cold alpha just got kissed forcefully by a strange woman. Another guard whispers, This is besides Miss Catherine, the second woman to ever get close to our alpha, is it? Damien pulls back, his voice cold with fury. Where did you come from, witch? Amy's grip on his arm tightens with supernatural strength. You're taking me to your sanctuary. Absolutely not, psychopath. Damien turns to his men. Why are you all standing there frozen? Quick, seize her. The guards strain against invisible bonds. Guards, I can't move my body. She's cast some spell. Amy looks at Damien with determined eyes. I'm simply asking for cooperation. Why such hostility? Damien finds himself transported through magical means, his surroundings shifting. Where is she taking me? He materializes in an ornate Victorian study filled with occult artifacts. Where am I? Who exactly are you? He struggles against the magical restraints. Release me at once. Amy circles him, holding a silver-infused blade. You talk far too much for an alpha. Touch this silver. Damien's voice rises with indignation. I'm asking you a legitimate question. He eyes the blade with disdain. Something like this can't harm me. I'm immune to. Amy thrusts the blade closer. Hurry and touch the silver-infused blade. Her voice drops dangerously. In your next life, remember not to boast about invincibility. His hand hovers over the blade, but Amy's pain doesn't return. She stares in confusion. The silver is neutralized, but you haven't even touched it yet. How can this be? Her eyes narrow suspiciously. Are you toying with me, Alpha? Damien mutters under his breath. Wait a moment. This woman is completely insane. His mind races. How did she even transport me here with magic? He thinks of his obligations. Tomorrow is the Pack Council meeting. I must return immediately. I can't waste time with this lunatic witch. Amy blocks his path. You cannot leave yet. I know precisely what the problem is. Damien's voice turns threatening. Stop these magical tricks. If you dare restrain me again, I'll break your binding spell. Amy waits her hand, and stronger chains of light wrap around him. I was afraid of hurting you before, so I used weak enchantments. This time, the more you resist, the tighter the magical chains become. Damien's jaw clenches. What exactly do you want from me? Amy pauses, then smiles slightly. I almost forgot what the ancient texts revealed. They say that only when you fall in love with me can your moonless blood fully activate to extinguish my curse forever. Damien stares at her in disbelief. Fall in love with you? A witch-wolf hybrid? Yes. Amy nods thoughtfully. I've heard people say if I want you to fall for me, I should engage in activities you enjoy. She tilts her head. What attracts you, Alpha? My magical abilities or my wolf nature? Damien shakes his head. You've gone completely mad. Outside the Blackwood estate, Damien's second-in-command addresses the pack warriors. My lord, we've tracked the Cold Alpha's location to the Blackwood estate. He gestures forward. Prepare the men. We're extracting him tonight. The pack warriors approach the Victorian mansion, weapons drawn. One warrior observes, There's no one guarding the entrance. Something's wrong. Suddenly, illusions materialize, dozens of Amy's circling them. Amy's voice echoes from all directions. Welcome, gentlemen. Did you really think it would be that simple? The warriors freeze, trapped in magical barriers. A second-in-command struggles. She's more powerful than intelligence suggested. Inside, Damien watches from the window. Amy stands beside him. He speaks without looking at her. Your pack is loyal. I respect that. Then let me go, Damien demands. Amy shakes her head. Not until the full moon passes. I need to confirm Warblood's effectiveness during the peak of my curse. Damien turns to her sharply. You're using me as an experiment? I'm using you as my salvation. There's a difference, Amy replies quietly. Damien studies her carefully, noting how she clutches her side when the moonlight streams through the window. You're in pain even now. Amy manages a weak smile. It's manageable with you near. That's the point. His voice softens slightly. What happens when I'm not near? Amy turns away, her voice quieter. Then I burn. 3 days pass. The full moon reaches its peak. Amy collapses in the library, her skin glowing with unnatural heat. Damien observes from across the room. The witch is down. This is my chance to escape. But Damien doesn't move toward the door. Instead, he approaches her. What are you doing? You're supposed to be the Cold Alpha. He lifts her carefully. Even ice melts eventually. He carries her to the settee. Your moonless blood only works through proximity. So stay close. Amy looks up at him, confused. You're helping me. Damien places a cool cloth on her forehead. Don't mistake pragmatism for kindness. If you die, I'll never understand this curse. But his hands are gentle as he tends to her. Tell me about the silver poison. How did you get it? He asks. Amy's eyes flutter closed. I was born half witch, half wolf. My grandmother tried to bind both natures with an ancient ritual. It backfired. The silver that should have united them instead poisoned me. Damien's expression shifts. And you've lived with this pain for how long? 83 years, Amy whispers. Something almost like admiration crosses Damien's face. You've survived 83 years of this torture, and you're still fighting. Amy's voice is barely audible. What else is there to do but fight? A messenger arrives at the Blackwood estate. Lord Damien, you've been requested to attend the supernatural assembly tonight. Damien looks up from his book. By whom? Lord Blackthorn and the rival pack leaders. They say it's urgent, the messenger reports. Damien's eyes narrow. It's a trap. Amy appears in the doorway. Obviously it's a trap. You're not going. Damien stands. I am the Alpha. I don't halt from challenges. Amy steps forward. Your pride will get you killed. My pride is what keeps my pack strong, Damien gounkers. Abby crosses her arms. Then I'm coming with you. Damien's voice is firm. Absolutely not. This is pack business. You're bound to me by magic. That makes it my business too, Amy insists. That night at the opulent Victorian ballroom, Lord Blackthorn calls out. Look who finally decided to show his face. The mighty cold Alpha. Another rival Alpha laughs. We heard interesting rumors, Lord Ashford. Something about being held captive by a witch? The assembly laughs. Other Alphas circle him like wolves. One sneers, is it true the great Damien Ashford needs a woman's magic to feel complete? Damien's voice remains cold. Careful, Blackthorn. Your jealousy is showing. Blackthorn steps closer. Jealousy? Of a weakling who lets himself be kidnapped? The rivals close in. There's supernatural energy crackling. Perhaps it's time for new leadership. Someone stronger. Someone not compromised by dark magic. Damien stands alone, surrounded by enemies. The ballroom doors burst open. Magical energy floods the room. Amy strides in, her eyes glowing with witch-wolf power. Lord Blackthorn demands, "What is the meaning of this? Who are you?" Another Alpha recognizes her. She's the witch who's been holding him captive. Seize her, someone shouts. The rivals rush forward, but Amy raises her hand. Everyone freezes in place. You dare threaten him? Amy moves through the frozen crowd toward Damien. He looks at her with something unreadable in his eyes. You came. Amy meets his gaze. Did you think I wouldn't? She turns to face the assembly, her voice ringing with authority. Let me make something abundantly clear to everyone in this room. This man is under my protection. Lord Blackthorn struggles against the spell. Protection? He's our Alpha, not yours. Amy's eyes flash dangerously. He's my husband. The ballroom erupts in shocked whispers as Amy releases the spell. Someone gasps, Your husband? Amy's voice carries across the room. Yes. Touch him and you face both the Blackwood witch line and the wrath of a wolf who has nothing left to lose. Blackthorn sputters. She's lying. This is obviously... Damien steps forward, standing beside Amy. She's not lying. The rivals back away, recognizing the combined power before them. Blackthorn retreats. This isn't over, Ashford. The crowd disperses. Amy and Damien stand alone in the ballroom. Damien speaks quietly. You called me your husband. Amy doesn't meet his eyes. I had to protect you. You could have said anything. Partner, ally, but you chose husband, he observes. Amy looks away. It was the strongest claim I could make in their eyes. Damien's voice is low. Was it only for their eyes? Amy spends weeks researching in her library. Damien finds her surrounded by ancient texts. What are you looking for? He asks. Amy doesn't look up. A way to break the curse completely. Damien frowns. But my blood works. Your pain is manageable now. Amy finally meets his eyes. Manageable isn't cured, and there's more. She shows him a passage in an old grimoire. The silver poison will eventually spread to anyone I'm bonded with. If I stay with you, you'll inherit my curse. Damien's expression hardens. That's my choice to make. Amy shakes her head. No, I won't condemn you to this torture. Amy, don't do something rash, Damien warns. She traces the ritual diagram on the page. There's a way. I can surrender everything supernatural. My magic, my wolf nature, my immortality. I'll become completely human. Damien's voice rises. You'll die. Humans don't live beyond a century. Amy smiles sadly. Then I'll have one normal lifetime. With you. If you'll have me. The cost is too high, Damien insists. The cost of losing you is higher, Amy replies softly. That night, under a new moon, Amy performs the forbidden ritual. Damien watches helplessly as her power drains away, her immortal light fading. Amy, stop this, he shouts. She collapses, transformed, fully human, mortal. When he reaches her, she's already gone, vanished from the estate. A letter remains on the altar. My dearest Damien, I chose mortality so we might share a natural lifespan and rest together when time claims us both. Don't search for me. Let me learn to be human first. If our love is real, we'll find each other again. Amy. A servant approaches Lord Ashford in his study. Lord Ashford, another marriage proposal has arrived. The Silver Moon pack offers. Damien doesn't look up from Amy's letter. Declined. The servant persists. But my lord, you haven't even heard. I said declined, Damien repeats firmly. 3 years have passed. The cold alpha has refused every match. He maintains her sanctuary exactly as she left it. Fresh flowers appear in every room weekly. His second-in-command enters. Sir, we've received another report. A woman matching her description was seen in Cornwall. Damien stands immediately. Prepare my carriage. We leave at dawn. The second-in-command hesitates. My lord, this is the 47th lead. Perhaps it's time to... Damien's voice is seal. I'll search for 47,000 more if needed. She's alive, I know it. His second-in-command watches with concern. The pack is worried about you, my lord. Damien's gaze is unwavering. Tell the pack their alpha's heart beats for only one woman, and I will find her. Damien rides through the countryside. A small cottage with an herb garden comes into view. He dismounts slowly. There, that's her. Amy kneels among the plants, fully human, peacefully tending her flowers. She looks up, startled. Damien, she breathes. Amy, he responds, his voice thick with emotion. She stands slowly. How did you find me? Damien steps closer. I never stopped looking. 3 years, 47 false leads, and 157 rejected marriage proposals. Amy's eyes fill with tears. You should have moved on. Move on from the woman who sacrificed immortality for me? Never, Damien declares. He drops to one knee in the garden. I was born cold. They called me the Ice Alpha, but you melted something I didn't know could thaw. Amy shakes her head. Damien, I'm mortal now. I'll age. I'll die. I can offer you nothing but a human lifetime. Damien pulls out a ring and a document. Then give me that lifetime. Marry me. He holds up the papers. This deed transfers my entire estate to you. My pack leadership, my wealth, my title. Everything I possess is yours. Consider it your bride price. Amy stares at him in disbelief. You're giving up everything? Damien stands, taking her hand. No, I'm finally gaining everything that matters. She looks down at the ring. Yes, I'll marry you. The pack arrives, celebrating. Damien's sister-in-law embraces Amy warmly. Welcome to the family, Lady Ashford. Damien pulls Amy close, his voice low. You're never leaving my side again. That's an order. Amy laughs softly. And if I disobey, Alpha? Then I'll have to spend every moment convincing you to stay, he promises. He leans close, whispering in her ear. Starting tonight, I formally request we advance our wedding night to this evening. Amy laughs, fully human but fully alive. You're still as demanding as ever. Damien's smile, a genuine smile that transforms his cold features. And you're still the only one who can handle me? They kiss as the sun sets over the cottage garden. A former cold alpha and a former witch wolf. Now simply two souls who chose love over power, mortality over magic, and each other over everything else.
If alpha intensity, soulmate sparks, and thrilling wolf world secrets are your jam, subscribe now so you don't miss it. Fresh episodes drop every day, and the twists will have you hooked from the first howl.